Hello everyone, welcome to my online classroom. Today in this video, we are going to start a new chapter of class 11th, Political Science, Chapter 1, Constitution, Why and How. In this video, I am going to tell you how you are going to write an effective flowchart. By that flowchart, we are going to know how to learn or how to read the important headings of this chapter. It is really a very useful for you and it's going to help to you for your exam. So before going to start this flowchart, please like, share and subscribe my channel for more updates. Now let's start under this flowchart. Of course, it is a chapter of political science and it is a starting chapter of the class 11th. So in this chapter, we are going to read about the constitution of our country. So let's see. First of all, heading is the mention into the introduction. So of course, in this chapter, we are going to read about our constitution, why and how it's going to be work for our country. Second heading we have, why do we need a constitution? Of course, it is a very important question which is coming in exam, that why do we need a constitution? Is it not possible that without any constitution our country is going to be run smoothly and the government is also going to be ruled smoothly? So for this thing, of course, what is the need of the constitution? Why do we need a constitution? This important question is coming in our mind. So to sort out these and to get the answers of this question, in the book some headings have been given. So we have some headings that discuss these headings. First of all, we have Constitution allows coordination and assurance. Of course, for the Constitution, what is the first point or what is the first benefit by which we are getting the need? We can understand the actual need of Constitution. We have the Constitution allows coordination and assurance. Second is the specification of decision making powers. Of course, it is going to be specify the each and every power. It's going to be divide the power. The various level of the organs, various levels of the government as well as the various organs of the government. After that, we have limitation on the powers of government. Of course, we very well know if we are not going to limited the power of the government, so there are many chances when this government is going to be misuse your power. So of course, limitation is very important on the powers of the government. After that, next heading we have aspirations and goals of a society. What is the desire? Aspiration means desire. What is the wish? What is the desire of the society? What kind of constitution they want? What they want from their constitution? What kind of society they want? What kind of government they want? So of course, yes, this kind of lines we are going to discuss. Next, we have the fundamental identity of a people. What is the fundamental identity of a people? After getting fundamental rights and fundamental duties, of course, we are getting identity as a citizen of any country. So all these points are very important. All this identity we are getting through our constitution. So this is the actual need of our constitution. Why do we need a constitution? So all these headings are very important to remember. And I'm going to explain all these lines when I'm going to make a video on which is related to the chapter. So line to line explanation you will get on those videos. After that, we have the next main heading, which is the authority of a constitution. In this, we are going to read. It contains 3 subheadings. So first is the mode of promulgation that we are going to read. Next, we have the substantive provision of a constitution. Next, we have balanced institutional design. After that, we have how was the Indian constitution made. It is also a very important heading of this chapter. Under that, now what we are going to read, that we are going to be read after this. So how was the Indian constitution made? After that, next we have composition of the Constituent Assembly, that what is the correct composition of the Constituent Assembly and what do you mean by Constituent Assembly. So all these things we are going to read under this heading. The principle of deliberation. So of course, what do you mean by deliberation? What is the meaning of this word? And what is the whole concept related to this deliberation? Then after this video, we are going to be discussed. After that, we have the procedures, how all these things are going to be take place. Next, we have inheritance of the nationalist movement. What is the role of the nationalist movement? Next, we have the institutional arrangement, how all the institutions are be arranged one after one, and what is their work, how the power is be divided. So all these things we are going to read under this heading. Next, after this, we have the last heading of this chapter, which provisions adopted from constitutions of different countries. We very well know in our constitution we have different provisions. So all this provision, it is not like that that it is related to only India. We have this habit, whatever we are seeing the good things, we are going to take those good things in our life and in our constitution. So same for the constitution also, whatever good provisions the other countries they have in their constitution, same we have Second, we have borrowed from those constitutions. So here some constitutions have been mentioned which we are going to read in this chapter. It is British Constitution. First of all, we are going to read those provisions which we have borrowed from the British Constitution. Second, we have the Irish Constitution. And next we have the third one, United States Constitution. And next, French Constitution. And the last is the Canadian Constitution. So regarding on the basis of all this, we are going to read the important provisions related to different countries' constitutions. So this is the whole flowchart of the chapter 1 of political science class 11th, and the chapter 1, it is name is constitution, why and how. So all it is important that the main thing which we have to read in this chapter, it is related to our constitution. So of course by reading all this we are going to get the knowledge about our constitution, why, how the constitution formed, what is the need of this constitution, how actually the constitution works, and what kind of institutions we have which are working under this. So all these important topics we are going to discuss under this. So wait for my next video in which I'm going to give you the worksheet, the important questions related to this flowchart or this whole content of this chapter, as well as you will also get the videos line to line explanation with the important words. So for all these updates, of course, what you have to do, you have to like, share and subscribe this channel. Now, thank you everyone.